Good morning, everybody. Getting a little bit of a late start today. It's been an interesting morning, but here we are. I actually did a little bit of research and such, and started working on how to do this. This is our storage room. This is going to have 4 little rooms like this, and these will all be nicely covered and such like that. Got a little seam back there as well, around each of the sides. So I did a little offline testing in Creative to just try and actually figure out how the sorting stuff works. I ended up needing to make these rooms a little bit larger around these two edges, which means that this room here is actually one too far to the south. It needs to be moved back a little bit. So we will definitely not be finishing the sorting system here. It's going to be taking mostly sorting machines are what I have been looking into. Those seem to be the ones where you can slim down and send things from one direction to another direction. So, yeah, that is what we will be looking into doing. I just need to make this room parallel with the others, and we'll worry about the other side a little bit later. I've actually set up some more temporary storage for my farm, as my farm is constantly overflowing now. Oh, Railcraft updated this morning. Well, updated yesterday evening, I believe, but we updated it this morning. And some new changes and stuff like that, but the one that really got me interested was being able to recycle your steel tools and armor and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to how that's going to turn out. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. No. Duh. We'll worry about that one later. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This wall, however, is going to be needing a little bit of movement to get this to work. Which is going to be interesting because I'm not sure. Yeah, there we go. That is the underground to my beehives area. Oh, and apparently I see royal jelly on the floor. Does that mean we are full? Oh boy, that means we are full. How are the bees doing? Just starting to collect Imperials, eh? Let me get any more comb out of there. And take back my... Alright, that should at least be enough storage for now. Glad I saw that. And, whoa. And there's the downward hole. So let's move this over one as well. I'm not going to do smooth stone yet. I'm going to wait until this actually does get 100% fiddled with, as I want to make sure that this is all going to be working. So for back here, a little bit more diverse. No, not in the middle, not in the middle. Just in the back where I was putting you. Oops. There we go. That'll get us our extra set there. And up top. So the next thing I'm really going to be needing are the pipes. Oh, and the chest on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I actually have 39 single chests per room. I think that's fairly substantial. That's a good deal of storage. Let's get rid of you for now. There we go. Let me get some sufficient lighting in here. Now, how this works from this side is a bit different. If I knock this down. So I need 2 spaces behind each of the chests. One will be a colored pipe, the other one will be the pipe that feeds it, and then the connecting pipe. And chest, I believe the other ones are right here. So what determines how far they have to go back is I'm going to need 1, 2, and then the feeding connection, which I believe I can do just right under there. So, oh, I didn't need to go up that high. I keep forgetting that. It is 4 high, but not for the piping. The chests only go up 3. So I got 1, 2, 3. Do another space and then dig in here. There we go. So we'll have the pipes. This one will come back, one go over. It'll touch the bottom of the feeder tubes on this side, the bottom of the feeder tubes here, and then go over and touch the bottom there. Now this is my little temporary storage for my garden, which is right above my head. So I got plenty of room, I believe, at least for now. Oh, I'm gonna need those. Gonna want that as well. I suppose it's not really taking up any more room if I put that in there. Of course, now I have to drop that. Brah. Did my little golem pick up anything else? Speed crawl. Empty, empty stuffs. And alright, so that looks pretty good. But that's my temporary storage. All this also has to move back 1. Yeah, I already set up the chests in here. This was a different design pattern, one of the originals. But then I decided to... So I could still just have them fed in the side here, so I suppose I could do this. But then I lost the chests in the center. So this new way gives me an extra 3 chests. But what we would need now... Yeah, see, I've been much more restrictive on this one. So 1 knot, 1 knot, 1 knot, 1 knot. Follows the pattern. What this is a shame, actually, is I need to be able to fit back here. But it doesn't really need to be this tall. Nope, not going to be able to crawl through. Alright, so. There we go. And 3. And this is going to wrap around this side. Just matching up with what we already have here. And I think I put most of this dirt back in here. Yep, so here's some cobble. So we're going to have to deal with that eventually. Alright, so... Wall 1. There we go. There's the back of that guy. Top chest, bottom chest. Then over here. Let's dig on over. And of course, right before we're done. Alright, this has got to shape up. I was just going to kind of leave this, but I don't even see the point anymore. I'll clean that up a little bit later. Let's just make this solid. If I need to dig through it again, I'll need to dig through it again. There we go. Kind of make it match just for now so I can get the pattern pretty good. Keep the bees separate. Alright, so we're going to need another pick. Apparently I do not have one in my inventory. Let's put down a little bit of temporary storage too. Keep one of those. Oh no. Alright, let's just get rid of it all. Let's do a little crafting bench there. Don't need nether wart. No idea why I'm carrying pumpkins. Don't need those for now. That, or that. Those I do need actually. Oh, yellow bag full of bee stuff. Red bag, empty. More bee stuff. Yeah, might as well be using that. Alright, grab one stack of dirt to have on hand, one stack of that. So we'll be making some pipes and we'll start getting those ready. Oh, I do believe this is where, yeah, cool. Alright, so this pipe will wrap around, hook up both sides. Heck, it might even come up from here, depending on how the storage and stuff done. But this will be the colored tubes on this side, and then the feeder tube going up here, which means for me to walk around it, I'm going to need a little crawl space. Let's set a torch here. Get one there as well. There we are. Yep. One extra click. Alright, we're doing pretty good on time. Oops, that's not the right key. Tube, cool. So I'm going to need some brass and some glass. And we know where to find those things. Those are up above. And I'm just going to need quite a few tubes, so I'm probably going to do not a stack of glass, because each piece of glass is 8 tubes. So, but we will need brass, and that's going to require using this guy, I believe. Oh no, I got plenty of brass. Cool. There's the glass. Let's get some tubes made then. One stack. We'll do 2. Why not? Leave the rest for later. Glass can go in there. Brass can go back. Nice. It's always surprising when I have the materials on hand and ready. Well, I mean, I knew I had copper and tin. I didn't know that I'd already had it made all the way out into brass, though. So we've already kind of got it started there. This is where we can then come through. So these tubes, when they're painted, oops, yeah. When they're painted, they detach from each other, and they'll only go into the chests. So that's the part that I find very neat about it. Oops. 3. I've never actually done paints in anything but creative. I'm gonna have to look up those recipes. This would actually be easier for me to click things like that. I mean, why not if they're there? Wow, it takes over a stack of tubing. Just to do one side. That is a lot of tubing. This will make it match up the other side. And that will lock me off from traveling back on this side. Going to do that for now. This place looks dark enough to spawn something to me. Alright, a little bit more tubes here. Coming around the back. 1, 2, 1, 2. Around the back. And this is where I'm going to start running short, aren't I? One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Connector. Connector, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I need 1, 7, 8, 14. Just 14 more pieces. So 2 more stacks. I can make that real quick. So my thought with the sorting machines is to use finer and finer grained sorting. So yeah, over here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I got 10 pieces of brass? Yes, I do. Never hurts to have a few extra. So what I'll end up doing is having somewhere up around here, you know, maybe even my entry chest right here is a deposit chest that will go down into the sorting system. And so my thoughts on getting the shelves sorted is actually going to be to use restriction pipes. Restriction pipes add in a fake distance to the whole piping scheme because that's pretty much how the red power tubes here work. Is they find the closest target or the closest viable target, something like that. So by adding in the restriction tube, I can make it where my pantry and such is the first thing for choosing of putting the food down. What I will need to do from there though is to be able to go and make it so that like use the bookcases as a sort of filter, like you would a factorization barrel, I guess. Yeah. Meh. In order to let you go through and only fill up targets that are valid. So I would have to manually remember that I don't want to ever remove all of the materials from a given shelf. I would always need to leave the spaces full, otherwise anything could appear on them. So there we go. For testing purposes, that is why I have over here for doing the setup and getting things working. This also happens to be right below our pantry. Look at that. The bees are just... It's the only thing I can explain for as to how I get flowers down here. I had a yellow one yesterday, now I got a red one today. Interesting. So, do sorting machine. There we go. Requires a filter, which requires stuff that I might have some stuff of already. Except for the gold. The gold's probably going to stop us. I think I need to go on a resource trip. So I spent most of last night researching how to do sorting machines. But now that I got the pieces, I should be able to make a list of components that I need. Gold! 2 nuggets. That's not exactly what I was hoping for there. Haha, 1 ore. That is really not what I was hoping for. Alright, we are going to be so far halted in our progress. Let me do paint. Paintbrush. Oh, that's easy enough. I can make tons of these. That's the cans. So 10 ingot, 2 iron ingots gets me 4 tin plates. Iron and tin plate. Okay. 2, 3, oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gets me 3 paint cans. How do we do this? Oh, I use for flax seeds. Yay! Going over just all the different types, I guess. Okay, so gonna start working on a little bit of a shopping list, I suppose. We'll need to get some of these guys. We got some iron right here, and we got some tin right here. 1, 2, 3. Now we have some of that. Onesie, twosie. There we go. Now I won't feel bad about using up some of this in here. Let me just go back through 2 to 1. So let's get an even number here. There we are. Let's add in that. So, you know, actually I think that's going to be way too much. Do these things have any other use? Nope, just the paint cans. So I don't think I'm going to be needing tons of these. I don't know exactly how many uses they have. But let's just get to a number that's easily divisible by 7. That's 2 off for 2 sets. Next one would be 21. That's going to leave me at 20, right? Oh no, these give me 4. So that would leave me 2 extras. This will leave me short by 1. So 28, I think, is going to be our stopping point. Oops. We'll just finish off what the coal will do. Make it simpler on ourselves. Probably just going to be this last one. Yep, there we go. 10, keep the iron. 32 of those. Shush, portal. Shush! One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's actually 16 types of paint, I guess. 9 plus 8? No, 18. Because that's just the empty can, which I already have of. So if I could do one more... No, I need 2. They don't match up. Rawr. Okay, so we got our flax seeds. Now for our dyes. Bone meal we have plenty of. So there's 3 things of bone meal. I wonder how many uses you get out of per paint bucket. Orange is going to be a secondary tier. I already have a couple of pigments. Oh, look, right freaking here. We'll grab that one too. So, get 4 of those, 4 of those, and some indigo. Do we get green this way? Nope. I happen to know where we normally get blue from, though. Can we even use indigo dye in this recipe? Yep, there's how we get blue paint. So there we got our blue. We can get a yellow. Oops. Yellow. We already did the white. We can snag a red. What other colors do we want? This is where I wish I was actually over on a Thaumcraft table. So red and blue gives us a purple. Red and yellow gives us orange. Blue and yellow are not going to give us green. You know, it should. I know I can get it from the stupid cactus, but that's just lame. Lame. If those colors mix, so should all the others. And isn't it, you cook it down? Yeah. Should not have used a piece of coal, but eh. See how much of that we get out of there. So green paint. Where'd our buckets go? Alright, sort this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're doing pretty good so far. Black. Black comes from ink. Yeah. I know I have ink around here somewhere. There's no way I used up that much of it that early, or this early on. Tis probably in my Thaumcraft chest. There's the red dope wafers. I knew we had some of those. Nope. Nope, nobody, nope, nope. So I don't recall ever really using ink sacs in Thaumcraft, but I would use them to create the scribing tools. So, we can just continue off right here. That'll be a black ink, I believe. With a bucket, there we go, paint of black. And let's just store these colors in here for now. We got that. And that gets us gray. This will get us a light gray. So there's 2 more colors. Alright, magenta comes from blue and red. Shouldn't take that much of it, I don't think. Are these like efficiency? Really? Really? How about cayenne? I only made one thing of the green stuff, didn't I? Or cyan. I know somebody will be going, "Ah, why did he say that?" Bone meal and red rose. I can make pink. Yes, I can. There we go. Oh no. Ha! I'm out of bone meal. So there's a pink. Can I make like light blue? Yes, I can. Is there a light blue paint? Does not appear to be the case. Ooh, fireworks. Ah, light blue paint. There it is. Good. You know, I could have just tried the recipe. Probably would have been faster. There we go with light blue. Here's another one for the pink. Pretty sure I've already got yellow here somewhere. But we're also winding up on the end of the time I have this morning. Ooh, oh, oi, 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 oi. Alright, much emptier up here. Let me store some dyes. I'll get these other guys out. Alrighty guys, so I need to do a little bit of collecting and such before we get to the next episode, so I'm definitely going to need some gold to make the sorting machines. I'm going to make some paintbrushes and such. And I'll probably start working on getting a little bit of the sorting stuff up and running, so you don't have to watch me fumbling around as much, but then we'll walk through it so people have a general idea of how I'm doing what I'm trying to do. Or how I'm trying to do what I want to do, depending on what your outlook is. Uh, so, you know, always glad to hear you guys' comments. Always glad to talk to you guys when you hop into the channel. So I will talk to you later. Let me know what you think, and have a good one.